So today we in the car. It's not normal for me to be filming a video in here, but we headed to the Conexpo in Las Vegas. If you don't know what that is, it's just a big construction trade show. Basically, if you watch my other videos, it's basically like the Farm and Gin show. But right now we in Northwest Texas. I don't think we quite in the Panhandle yet, but we're gonna stop at Amarillo, and that's where we're going to. But I'm gonna turn the camera on. And kind of got into some interesting country. It's a bunch of cows out here and ranches and stuff. It's some stuff that looks like wheat, but I don't know if it's wheat to harvest or wheat that cows graze on, because I've seen cows grazing on some, and I've seen cows not grazing on some, but it's real open out here, and none of the trees, it ain't like back home. There's like no oak trees or no pine trees. There's really just some real shrubby trees that ain't, like, none are over 20 feet tall, and it's a bunch of windmills out here. I'll turn the camera around and show y'all. Alright, so we on the interstate, but as you can see, there's the windmills out there, and then there's the wheat I just seen. That's in cotton stubble there. I don't know how good y'all can see it, but there's cotton stalks out there if y'all can see them. But that's probably commercial wheat there. But there's some more farmland there. I think that's just they've run a disc or a chisel pile over that. But there's the big windmills. It's not really flat as the Delta or anywhere like that, but it's not too big hills, but there is a little bit of rolling hills. But this is the first crop ground that I really seen. The rest of it's been mainly just cows. There's a farm right there. But I'm gonna cut the camera off because it's really just nothing but this, and I'll bring it back out if it's something interesting. And now we're just outside of Amarillo. There's a big feedlot. I don't know how good y'all can see it, but there's the cows. Like, I kind of feel crazy because from far away, we was looking at it, we thought it was just a field they had burned, but it's a feedlot is what that is out there. It's a bunch of cows. It's not quite as big as Kansas around Dodge City. The feedlots around there, but it's still pretty big. And there's a grain leg and stuff up there. I don't know what that car moving away, but there's a silage pile, that white thing with the tires on top of it. There's a drill and a disc and a grader out there. There's a feed truck there getting ready to go feed. There's a big 9R with a grouser blade. Alright, so now we made it into the show. This is a big grown disc right here, but that's what I'm really here to see, is that right there. If you don't know what that is, that's a new big bud. 700 horsepower. There's some tracks for tires. There it is. There's a motor. It's supposed to have a cat motor in it. But it was working. There it is up there. In my opinion, the cab looks like a versatile cab. They got it hooked up to a big pan. There it is there. Get up in it in a minute. Here's a big pan. 3612. I'm guessing that's a 36-yard pan. There's the Fecon stuff right there. Alright, so now I'm up in it. It's just, I think these are just power shit. Yeah, flicker right there. It's pretty nice. It does have a monitor in it. You can see good off the back. But it's pretty neat in here. Got some stuff up there on the dash, but I like it. It does have auto steer switch in here. That's neat. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's got a Raven.
4.
See the Raven up there?
Yeah, it's got a Raven monitor in it. It's got 4 hydraulics in it. There's down to the motor seat right here. It's got the cat on there. But I like it. It's a big tractor. Alright, so now we're at the Fecon booth. It's a Fecon Mulching. There's up in it. It's I don't know if this one, yeah, this one's not like ours. It's got different teeth than ours on the 323. But they've got some other mulchers. This one here is set up kind of like ours, but they're different, and all of them are different teeth. These aren't really set up like ours, but these are some more here. I think these are mainly skid steers. There's another one there. There's a disc mulcher. There is kind of set up different. It's more like a bush hog. There's some little track hoe mulchers. There's one that goes on. It's kind of like a bucket. Here's these things right here are pretty neat. They go down and eat up stumps. Alright, so now we're at the Thunder Creek booth. This is, if you don't know what it is, it's fuel trailers. But they got an air compressor, and then your fuel goes in there. And then I don't know that they've got one on this one, but they have def tanks on them. That's a grease gun. We used to have a grease gun like that before we swapped to the Milwaukee. But it's pretty nice. I'd like to get one, but we just don't stay on a job long enough to have one, so. Alright, so now we're at the Dipper Fox booth.
So we are able to make
live
demos now indoors.
It's a stump cutter. Instead of you have to take like a stump tool like we would use and dig them out of the ground, you just cut it. See it? Cutting it there.
How long do those blades
We have one line we use to work in the environment where there's a lot of limestone. We don't need so much.
So now we're at the Diamond Mowers booth. There's a big mower. It's like a bush hog, but it can take bigger trees too. Here's more of a disc mulcher here. See, it's like the other one, and it's got those teeth. I guess you have to change them. They're just like our grinder there. And then here's some grinders like ours, but they're set up with the different teeth. Ours are just have like one of these blades, and this one has those two. But I think that's one for a smaller track hoe, and then this one here is for a skid steer. Alright, so now we're at the Takeuchi booth. I know they make little track hoes and skid steers. There's one there. It's real small. Get up in there and look, it's got a grinder on it. Cab's real little. It's alright, it's not very, I don't think it's very comfortable. But it's got the screen on it. There's another track over there, but I'll go look at one of the skid steers. They got a little mini loader too. There's a little loader there. There's some skid steers. It's got a good wrap on it. It ain't got I don't know what size that is. There's a bigger one there. It's got a grinder on it. Alright, so now we're at the John Deere booth. There's a 310 electric backhoe right there. There's some grinders and skid steer attachments. Some mini track hoes and a big track hoe. There's another backhoe. I don't know if it's electric or not. There's a big loader there. A bunch of loaders. There's a smart grade dozer. There's some more stuff I'll get over on that side in a minute. There's a 333 with smart grade. Here's a 335. I've never seen a 335, but I'm pretty sure if you know John Deere skid steers, it's one step up from a 333. It's real big. There's like a little backhoe thing. I don't really know what you call these tractors or backhoes, whatever you want to call them. But there's one of those. There's a little 160, brand new. I think that's a articulated dump truck with a scraper. I've never seen one of those made by John Deere. It's neat. See, there's a dirt bucket. It's a 3812, so I'm guessing it's a 38-yard bucket. And it's got a John Deere articulated off-road dump truck on there. There's a 300. Here's some of the Ryken
100% by Deere
stuff here. It's a lot more like your asphalt and road stuff. I don't know much about it, just because we move dirt. We don't do nothing with asphalt. Now we're in the 300. There's your smart grade and stuff over there, I think. It's got a leather seating. I've never seen that in a John Deere track hoe before. But then there's your display. It's pretty nice.
Answer any questions?
Now we're in the 850L. Here. It's e-drive. I'm guessing that's electric drive. I like this bulldozer here. It's pretty nice. They got all their next gen equipment. I like the flicker switch right there. I think that's more of a cat design. It's pretty nice. Let's get a ripper on the back. There's outside the 850L, and here's a motor grader. That's a track hoe I've been wanting to get in. Their new track hoes look real neat. It's a 145. No tail swing, which I like that. So I know a lot of people probably don't, but it's one of my favorite machines. It's got a Incon tilt rotator on the front. Yeah, it's got all this. I'm sure all this is integrated through GPS. And it's got your normal claw. I'll get up in there. It's a nice little step. It's got different kinds of controls. They're like integrated with the Incon. So your sticks, these are actually Incon sticks, not John Deere sticks. It's got a nice screen that's big. I'm gonna say that's about the same size as our 323. But it's nice in here, I like it. So this is the all new P-tier John Deere 210. It's got the same cab as that 145 that was just in, except for it don't have the Incon, but it's nice. They've really styled their track hoes different. They're a whole new style than what they used to be. There's a new 334 P-tier wheeled skid steer. I don't know how much you can see in there. I don't know if they've changed it or not. There's some Vogel, I think how you say that. Some asphalt equipment. There's a roller. There's a new 1050. I don't know if I'll be able to get over there. There's a 510P track hoe right there. There's a big loader there. All this stuff is electric drive. All these new machines there, that's what they're all going to. There's another grader there. It's a 750L. There's a new 650. I've not seen one of those. That's like, that 650 is what size our dozer is now. I hope y'all can hear me because the John Deere stuff is loud.
It's been a busy 1,095 days. And come Monday, the count starts again.
There's a 650 there. It's a LGP, I think. Yeah, they've all got a whole new hood on it. But there it is, as you can see. John Deere, they've never really had a slope like that on a dozer, and they just come out with this one that had it. There's the grade stuff on the, got it on the blade here. There's the 1050. I'll get up there and look in a second. So now I'm up in here They've completely changed this to the flick switches and everything. But there's the new screen there. That's nice because and all the I think the case, it was not really a screen like this. It was just like a little bitty one. And they've also changed this. I like the cab way better than the 700s. I mean not the 700, than the K series. Because I ran a 700K. We had one for like a month on rent. The only thing I didn't like about it is the idling. You only had one speed on your idle, which I think that's still the same. But that's your electronic stuff up there. And that's everything. But I really like these new dozers. So now I'm up in the front end loader. They're kind of different. I think John Deere is like one of the only people that don't have a steering wheel, that has a steering wheel. Which I like the steering wheel. You got all your loader functions on this stick. You got your monitor and your buttons for it. It's pretty nice in here. I like it. So now we're up in the John Deere articulated dump truck with the dirt bucket. So it's got all these mirrors. Virtual mirrors is what they're called. There's the big screen. You got a big screen like a tractor just in here. There's your stick to control everything. Yeah, I like that screen. The screen on the right there. That shows where you're loading your dirt at. That's what I like about it. But it's nice in here. It's got 2 seats in it, the buddy seat and the regular seat. Alright, so now we're at the K-Tech booth. It's on a Volvo A30G. Pretty sure this is a 28-yard dirt bucket. It's a 1228. There it is there. Alright, so we're still at the K-Tech booth. There's Tony Beats from Gold Rush right there. Got our autograph and a picture with him. They got some big, nice trucks in here though. They've got some without a bed, without a dirt pan on them, but they're nice. They're all big trucks. That's a Cat right there and the K-Tech truck there. Alright, so now we're back around here on the front. That's a scraper and roller combo. This is, go around here. This is more my stuff, what I run here, which it's a case, but it's same like frame as a 295. It's a 380. Get up in here. Since I didn't get a inside case at the Foreman Gin show, but it's got all your. The only thing I like about these cases are the big sticks, and the seat swivels a long ways. You can see down there pretty good. It's got a hydraulic top link. I can't believe they have a 3-point hitch on here. It means it's a dirt moving tractor. But it's real nice, 380 horsepower. Alright, so now we're at the Bobcat booth. I got a track tow, a little mini loader. And they got a telehandler, skid steer over there. There's a little loader. They've got an E145 track tow. This is the new S86 skid steer. Looks pretty good. Then they've got a T86, that was an S86 with a grinder. And then they've got some little mini tractors and another skid steer over there. Alright, so now we're at the Komatsu booth. There's a 71, there's a D51 and a D39 right there. We're gonna walk around here. I think that's an electric 210. Please take your seats. Our program is about to begin. Can't really get a good view of it. Got signs in the way. There it is there. This is a processor over here. And they got a big loader. Got a big loader there. Processor, that's for cutting trees.